Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War Kingdom Mythic video for you guys. So, we're going to be taking a look at a second Mythic to be added to the Kingdom of Bright Forest, and that is Vernalis. Vernalis is a Divine Fae with a 20 mana cost of blue, green, and purple. His spell is Growth. He will give Magic plus 3 attack to the first two allies, and give Magic plus 3 life to the two weakest allies, and give 10 magic to the two strongest allies. It's a pretty interesting spell. But we're going to talk about it a little bit more. His traits are Fey Bond, allied Fays gain 2 life. He has Nature Link, which is a bonus green mana to green when matching green gems. And he has Enchanted Vines. He will entangle and Fairy Fire a random enemy when matching green gems. Now, Vernalis is a very interesting troop. It's a buffing troop, buff up the other allies on your team. I wish though that this troop had a way of, having some type of board control or a natural X return, but it doesn't. So when it comes down to troops, I think it falls a little bit lower on the brackets. Maybe in some person's list a D tier mythic, C maybe C minus, right? But it's pretty low on the scale, especially when you think about some of the other troops in the game that are able to buff attack, other troops in the game that are able to buff life, other troops in the game that are able to buff magic. There are other troops that can do a lot of these things much better. It's just that this troop is doing all of this at once, which can be useful if you structure the team properly. All right, so let's take a look at this team. This is simply a Fire Blade team using the Wand of Stars at the top of the team with the hero. He's using the Hierophant hero class, right? Hierophant hero class is a Fireblade class, so it has Fireblade at the last talent right there, level 100, triple skull damage to burning enemies. So we're going to be using it for that. The good thing about it, though, having Vernalis on the team, when you're using Hierophant majority of the times, you're not able to one-shot enemies with skulls. But if you cast Vernalis first, and then you cast your Zul'Gott, there you go. You're going to be able to one-shot enemies with skulls once they are burning. There are other talents here in the class as well. So, for example, Resilience and Leading Light, Brilliant Aura, a Fire Starter, which is pretty good. We're going to need that Red Storm, Armor of Light, and Firebringer is good as well. Zul'Gott is going to be in the second slot as the Annihilator, and Vernalis is going to be in the third slot, followed by Leprechaun at the back of the team for an empowered quick start. All right, so the banner of choice here is the Saurus banner from the Fangmore faction. This is a +2 on red, +1 on blue, and then we're minusing brown. Only the weapon uses brown, and it's fine. It should be getting spell ready pretty easily. All right, so we are at battle number 3 in Golvania, and I'm using 2 Seasons and a Anu. All right, let's go. Let's see how this fight turns out. So, as usual, once Leprechaun is on the team, no 4+ gem match is cast a Leprechaun to get him spell ready. And hopefully we get some alignment here to get Vernalis going. Let's try the wand again. There we go. So we have Vernalis going. Let's cast Vernalis. And the good thing about his final trait, I should say it, is that he's entangled the enemies. So look at that. With the cast from the Wand of Stars, all the enemy troops are entangled. Vernalis is going to be giving 65 attack to the first two allies. And as you can see, Zul'Gott in the second slot is buffed up as well. Just in case you lose your hero, you can always go ahead and use your Zul'Gott as a damage dealer. All right, let's kill Kelpie at the top. And as you can see, the weapon is now one-shotting enemies as a result of that buff from Vernalis. Right? Of course, this is not the fastest option, but it is a good option. You're making use of almost every aspect of Vernalis's spell. You're making use of that attack buff. You're making use of that life buff because the troop is in the first slot, as well as you're making use of maybe not the magic so much. No, definitely not the magic, but you're definitely making use of his traits, right? That entanglement at the start of the battle is very, very helpful. Let's see if I can get Vernalis powered up again. All right, there we go. They're burning. No, they're verified, I should say. Let's cast Vernalis, buff up my Hierophant, and let's kill Kelpie. There we go. We're hitting. There we go. Hopefully I get one more alignment here so as to finish this off, and they got the alignment. Okay. Man, give me the gems. There we go. Got Zul'Gott powered up, and a Cascade did it. So that's the the gist of this team. There are other troops as well that you could possibly use Vernalis with. So, for example, Hiking Iron Gut is a troop that you can actually use Vernalis with. Um, it's not the best though because you really want your enemy troops to not be entangled and not have zero attack whenever you devour with your Hiking Iron Gut. You want to be stacking attack right as you go through the fight. Um, but that's one downside of having Vernalis having that entanglement. Of course, it saves you at times, but it kind of backfires in that way as well. Let's kill them off right there. Come on, Zully. Bro, you missing like crazy. There we go. Right, so that was the mini boss fight. Let's try this again and see how the Vernalis team actually works. I think the first fight was a bit, clunky, right? I think we can make it happen here. Let's go. Leprechaun. We got Zul powered up, but we really want to get Vernalis. That's the main focus. Come, Ver. There we go. Let's cast this, buff the troops so we can easily kill with skulls. Because on classes like, what's the name of that class again? The class is, what's class I'm looking for? Slayer. With the Slayer hero class, you're able to one-shot enemies because you have that enrage, right? You have enrage when enemy dies, and you have the enrage also whenever you match a 4-gem match. But with Hierophant and other classes like Hierophant, it can be problematic when you want to one-shot enemies. But with Vernalis on the team, he sort of helps out. Of course, this is not the best option. I did say before that there are other troops in the game that can do, these very same, spell casts without it being a mythic, right? So for example, troops like, come on, bro, die. There we go. Troops like Bane of Mercy, you're able to get an empowered start and curse all the enemies. And along with that, you give attack to the first ally. So for example, whatever class you're using and you need more attack so as to kill the enemies on Explore 12, there you go. Bane of Mercy is able to supply that attack to you. So that's one way in which Vernalis is somewhat underwhelming. You wish he could actually do this at a lower rarity so that majority of players are able to acquire this without any problems. But you have to work with what you got, right? So if this is what you guys have in your stack of troops, here is an option for you. Of course, this is not a cheap team. Zul'Gott is on this team. There's 2 mythics here, a very rare weapon, which is the Wand of Stars. The cheapest thing on this team is Leprechaun, right? So I'm not going to say or sit here and talk as if this is a cheap team. This is an expensive team, and, just want to make that clear to anybody that's watching. All right, let's cast Ver. Now let's kill Kelpie. Always want to kill Kelpie first. That sucker is immune to burn and fear fire. So you want to go for that sucker fast. There we go. All right, what fight are we in right now? I think we were at the battle number 4. All right, we're back at a mini boss fight. We're going up against Bloodfang. This is such an annoying troop in Golvania right now. Constantly spawning those lycanthropy gems. See? One he just popped out of his hoo-ha just now. All right, let's see if we can match these gems off the board. Cast Ver. Let's kill that. No, he's entangled, so let's leave him for last. He'll be fine. Picked up a kill, and now weapon. Come on, Zully. Again. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that is the Vernalis team. It's not my go-to, but I'm making these videos to showcase what mythics are in the kingdoms and what you're able to do with them. All right, we're at the mythic boss fight. We're going up against Dracula. This is going to be our final run. Then I'm a skedaddle. And I'm going to skedaddle out of here. All right, let's go. Wand of Stars. Man, maybe you guys are kind of tired of seeing the Wand of Stars. Sometimes I'm tired of seeing the Wand of Stars as well, but I'm not going to deny that sometimes it brings teams together, right? It brings teams together. So you're going to be seeing it for a long time. Come on, man, hit the right way, bro. Oh, at least they're entangled. Yeah, at least that's why, Vernalis is sucky at times, but he's not that bad. I've seen worse mythics than this. Let's go. Zul'Gott. All right, let's check what is inside our chest here. Come on, boss chest. Give me something good. And Arania again. Yeah, man, I'll take it. All right, guys, so that is the team right there. As I said before, you can use troops like, for example, Hiking Iron Gut with Vernalis. He's buffing the first slot. And I think he can actually be used as well in the Underworld. So if you guys want to try out Vernalis in the Underworld, it could be an option. All right, so up front on the team is the Wand of Stars, followed by Zul'Gott, Vernalis in the third slot, and then Leprechaun as our empowered start. If you guys found this video helpful and informative, definitely hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And comment to let me know what you guys think about Vernalis or about other mythics that are like him. And look out for another video following up from this, covering another mythic from Bright Forest this week. All right, guys. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.